right, so I was actually about to go out and fly my new AOS 7 with the O3 air unit. It flies really well. I actually had to put the air unit in the front, and I put the antenna in the front as well, and it pretty much reacts how it's supposed to. No battery blocking it. Works great. But it's about to rain, so now I'm not going to go fly. And because of a rainy day, on rainy days I usually build, and I found this in my drawer. I forgot I had a 1-watt transmitter here. So I got the Freestyle VTX, and what else did I find? Let's see if I can pull it out. Let's see, there it is. I found, not this little guy, I found a frame I forgot I even had. I've got the Source One V4 7-inch right here. So we're gonna put together this frame real quick, and maybe I'm gonna build, where did it go? The VTX, an HDZero 7-inch. So let's do that. All right, so the frame is together, and I put the 1-watt VTX on the top plate. I know it's not the best configuration, but I didn't like where the ESC was and where the wires were going to come out, you know, basically right where the camera wire and stuff were going to be. So I top mounted it. It's not the prettiest, but it'll do. It will do. So anyway, so that's on there. It's got double-sided tape and 3 different zip ties. So if it does crash, it's got a 50-50 chance. I had some M2 screws right there in that converter, or not converter, that yeah, maybe it's called a converter, a 20x20 to 30x30 converter. But they popped out, and once I put these screws on, I couldn't get them back in, so hence the zip ties. It happens. So we got, what is this, a 50 amp ESC, 50 or 55, can't recall. And I got a problem. So these arms are so thin. I'm not 100% confident on these arms. So I was gonna go with these Eco 2 series motors, the 7-inch motors. What are they, 2807s? But they're heavy as anything, and these arms are super thin. So I think I might skip that, put that on another build. I've got a ton of these Emerald motors still, so maybe I just keep this as a light freestyle cruiser as opposed to freestyle monster, because these arms are kind of flimsy. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with these Eco motors, not Eco motors, the FPV Cycle Emerald motors, because they'll swing a 7-inch. They will. It's just, it's not going to have that much, you know, aggressiveness. And I don't know. I don't think I'm going to need it with this. So I'm going to go with that, just because they're a lot lighter than this motor, like 10 grams lighter per motor. So that's what I'll do. Yeah, we'll put those on, and then I'll get all that soldered up, and yeah, we'll keep on going down the road. But yeah, how am I gonna do that GPS mount here? Probably, nope, that doesn't fit. Yep, it is. That TPU will bend a little bit. All right, so we'll top mount that. Put the Express LRS antenna either on the front or right there. I see the holes. That'll be fine. All right, we'll get that all mounted, and then we'll keep going. All right, so this is coming along pretty nicely. GPS is wired. The buzzer is wired. HDZero is wired up. A little bit of extra cable. I probably should have snipped that. I'll just do a little zip tie or some tape there in the middle, loop it. It'll be fine. The GPS didn't fit the GPS mount, so that's annoying. Probably just do some double-sided tape and a zip tie now, but whatever. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, the camera. The camera. I got one of those Starlight HDZero cameras, not the regular one. So I guess we get to see how that reacts in the daytime. Oops. I guess I wasn't paying attention. It's fine. Let's see, anything else? The buzzer? No, just a regular self-powered buzzer. Okay, so I'll finish. Oh, yeah. So I put the LRS or ELRS antenna out in the front there. I just gotta wire it up now. Is that gonna reach those little wires? Oh, should be fine. Yeah, I'll do that. Put another little piece of double-sided tape and stick it to the front, maybe right there in this gap right there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Run it off of these or those right here. That's what I'll do. I'll just go from these to there. That'll be fine. Those pads should reach just fine. And then, yeah, then we'll button her up and put her in beta flight, and should be good after that. Then we'll go for a little test flight. Sweet, it's coming along nicely. All right, so I have to admit, I made this thing a little ugly as sin, but it's functional. How about that? Let's see. What are my concerns about it? You know, not really too much. The XT60 cable in the back, a little smaller motors, putting a full-size battery and GoPro on what's, for all intents and purposes, mostly supposed to be a 6-inch motor, and I'm gonna make it a 7-inch motor. We'll see how that works out, but it's gonna fly. Let's go fly it. Battery, the GoPro Hero 10, we were right around 900 grams, just under 900 grams. And then with